Hello, everybody. Welcome to the land of the rising sun. My name is Mr. Kitty, joined here by my co-commentator, three-time Super 4 C ring winner, uh, Nathan over here, also known as Glacial. Uh, Here for the second round of the International Sports Card Challenge. The second round also with the new TCR class and without the LMP3s that we've usually had years past. Just began qualifying here a little bit late to get everything set up. Typical fashion for us. But going into the second round, here at Saitama, this is the first time we'll be at Saitama. Then the second time will be in, 6 days' time for the XS One series. For, what is it? I think the Japanese Endurance something. I can't exactly recall the race name off the top of my head. Take a look in a second. But, very early championship, so I don't think we have to focus on the championship at all. This is a custom circuit, also seen in Formula Apex, but by league owner RSCA 678. For anyone a bit interested in somewhat the history of this, can't exactly recall what the first time that RSCA raced here would have been, but that's just a little rundown. Anyways, a few minutes into qualifying, no one's exactly set a lap yet except for the Alpha car, but everyone is starting to get in their laps, so we'll definitely have some drivers to watch here today. Doritos Play Games is actually here for TCR. Are a few definitely notable people we'll want to take a look at. Zero also, Hunix is here. So we have some pretty big names, I guess, for in terms of the RSCA community. Some big names here for the second round of competition. For anyone not exactly familiar with the Roblox Sports Circuit Association, this is the second of 3 different series that we run. Third one was yesterday. That was the Inca Cup, which is a spec series. This one is the International Sports Card Challenge, as I've already described it. This is a much shorter race series. All of the races here are 45 minutes long with a 15-minute qualifying before. And new this year is a format where we do have fuel, and you will have to make at least a single stop during the race. Not exactly sure if you can tell everyone much more on that, Nathan, so I can spare my breath for a second.
Regarding the fuel situations, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a bit more of a challenge with these guys. I mean, it's definitely an extra variable that they have to calculate into how they run this race, especially with how there's so much elevation on this track that they can save fuel in many different parts. Actually, I'm not thinking about it. I think there's only one part where they can save fuel.
Yes, into turn 1 is the primary place to be doing a bit of fuel saving. Also, yeah, on the fuel situation, for first-time watchers, I am also a team owner. Nathan doesn't really do too much anymore, except for he's come to the booth with us, which is, we're glad to have his company. It was getting it gets a little bit lonesome up at the booth, but I am also a team owner, so this is a little bit of a new thing to me, especially, because originally I just let them loose, let your drivers go ahead, do what they want. They'll find their lines, find their pace, find a way to stay under the CC limit, hopefully. Well, except for a few of them. But now they have the extra challenge this year of in 45 minutes, they will have to make at least one pit stop. It's not mandatory, so to speak, but you will have to just based on fuel. And it's because of how short the race is, you can't just go to the tanks empty and then fuel up all the way. You have to really figure out how much you're going to refuel in that pit stop so you don't lose too much time in pits.
Yeah, that is true. I have raced a few times here in ISCC, and I'm guessing with the fuel, it's gonna be it's a much more interesting thing because back in the day we never had to pit. These cars could drive for as long as they could, but now with the fuel added, it's gonna be a very interesting challenge for these drivers to see, just to mentally calculate this. Because sometimes some of these drivers will just calculate during the race. They'll just text and drive, normal things.
Yeah, but that really was the thing. I mean, I got to do a race last season in GT4 because Lutzer wasn't able to make it. No one else was, so I got to do a race in GT4. That was at Del Mar, actually. It was a really fun track. It was really just 45 minutes of drive how you like. And that was honestly, that was kind of the fun of it. I like that format a lot more. I mean, that's also just because I've been used to it for 2 seasons now. We'll see how it shapes up, especially with how the season goes. I mean, unfortunately, I wasn't there. I was out of town for the first round to really see what happened. Um, but it's a new format, so we'll have to give it time, give it its space to breathe. Um, Speaking of ISCC, since we are about in the middle of qualifying, might as well take a look at the standings real quick. Currently, Michelle 301, aka Mia, is leading the standings, although that was their one singular race of the ISCC this season. So realistically, we're looking at, I would actually extend it down to 4 people in the GT3 category, and that is your second, third, fourth, and fifth place in the standings. That would be Jerk Boy in the number 11 Pro Vision Racing. That is a Bentley. Then the number 91 G92 Racings. Golger, both a Turkish driver, Turkish team, owner of the team, I'm pretty sure. Then down on fourth, you have Royal, who's also with the Pro Division Racing, and then Hunix driving in the number 385 McLaren of NVG Motorsports. Coming back to the ISCC grid this season with a GT3 and GT4 entry. Just to go over a few things. So, what was it? Last race, I think there were 27 drivers that participated in the last event, as well as to go over that. But then GT4 and TCR, speaking of, TCR is one of our new classes, and it's already shown to be liked by quite a few of the drivers. But going to GT4, it is Tachyon Rossini, and then AAR are your top. AAR Clips Motorsports, are your top 3 in GT4 right now, with Doritos, Nitrous, and it would be Silly for your top 3 in drivers, and then down TCR, it's Blitz, Ryan, and SMY. I wouldn't know the name, but that is Euroworks, Rossini, and Force Links. Those teams. That being said, those are our drivers to focus on, but anything can kind of happen here, so we'll see, because there are some tracks that some drivers are just better at than others, of course. Drivers have their tracks they like more than others, and that gives them a little bit more motivation to do better. Speaking of, we're looking at the Euroworks TCR at the moment. What is it? I'm trying to think who it's driven by. I'm learning some of the names here. It's a Blitz Maxi, isn't it?
Yeah, he's driving like 34. In the TCR.
Speaking of, we have what is it? Well, 3 qualifiers. One of them is, but two of the top 3 qualifiers are GT3. One of them is a GT4 actually. Royal and Hunix currently are separated by 2/10, a 133. Currently both of them looking at pole position. Royal is on provisional pole at the moment, only by 2/10, which is pretty close by RSCA qualifying standards. Then looking down, Low Ferry is actually on provisional pole for GT4 category. Not a lot of qualifiers at the moment. And then, who would that be? Got a few new people. Is it Tasher that's actually leading TCR at the moment?
It might be.
Yes, it is. Believe that is the. Well, it says C13 on the number plate, but that would be the 013 Audi TCR, and that is Tasher, currently on provisional pole position. Let me 5/10 behind him is his current challenge in the TCR class. Still a bit shaky in qualifying. Then Ferry's competition is currently GUF1, who is 5/10 behind him. So GT3 is really the contentious pole position at the moment. It's also a bit cold in this room, but qualifying still has about 5 minutes left to it, a little over 5 minutes. So of course anyone could take pole position for their class still. We'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Definitely have to. I think these drivers, I mean, the talent, I think, throughout this field is very much alive. I think TCR, there's a bunch of amazing drivers there. GT4 has a few good ones as well, and then GT3 just has Mia, so that's always going to win out, isn't it?
It had Mia. Mia said she was just doing that one race, and then, well, she did bugger off, as we could say. But,
you never know. She could come back.
She could show up, but, again, Mia's really insistent she is actually retiring this time. Well, hey, I'll take her word. I'll take her word for it, because she hasn't actually shown up to another race yet, so.
We'll have to find out, I guess.
I'll find out. I don't know. Maybe she comes to Le Mans or Road America and messes with their Triple Crown winners a bit. Well, our Triple Crown contenders. Speaking of, I don't have the list, but there is, I think, the potential amount of Triple Crown winners at the moment is 4, if I remember correctly.
That does sound right. I can just
We
bring it up real
were
quick.
supposed to have a few new graphics this season to just talk about it.
Yeah. Royal. If Royal wins Le Mans, he'll get the Triple Crown. Necro can win Sebring, which already passed. So never mind that. Bromament can still win Le Mans to get the Triple Crown.
Yeah. Let's see.
Let's see.
Custody, Royal, Losman, and I think it was Brahma.
Yeah,
As
Custody
well.
and Lolems and both need Road America.
Road America. Royal needs Le Mans.
Yeah.
And I think, and then Royal's in GT. So let's see how that goes.
Yeah, and then
as
there's
well.
Bromament who needs Le Mans as well.
Speaking of Roy, he has improved his lap time about 5/10 on Honix, one of his championship
Wow.
rivals, set to be at least by the looks of it. So Charles Leclerc is up there as well.
Not
in
the real
a
Charles Leclerc.
GT3.
Not the real one.
Not the real one. Well, it could be. And maybe Charles Leclerc just he retired very early in the race. Maybe he went to his hotel, got on a computer, and decided to do a bit of ISCC.
That is
Never
definitely what he's done. Man's crashed out of lap 6 just to be here.
Intentional, clearly. He had he had to get out of F1. He has other commitments today.
Yeah, clearly.
What a way to find the booth, but we'll see. Also, speaking of, Lutzer is actually getting up there. He's a 10th off of Ferry's time currently. Also Tushy's gotten up there. I've not heard of. I don't see. Oh yeah, Tushy, one of the new team. What is it? Uncle Sam Racing, and they very patriotic livery. If I have to say so myself, might honestly be the contender for the new most patriotic car to ever grace an RSCA grid.
That is the most patriotic car I've ever seen in my life. You cannot get more American than that.
It's pretty red, white, and blue if you had to ask me.
Yeah, I don't know if debuting it in Japan is probably the best idea, but it's here now.
Past events.
It's here now, in the land of the rising sun.
There's gonna be a few more rising suns in this land.
Maybe 2 falling ones. Who knows?
2 minutes left in the qualifying session, and also about 2 DMCA's left for me, and also about a few community strikes maybe. We'll probably luck out of a few, but
We'll be fine.
yeah. Otoshi is, what is it? I mean, he's 5 seconds off. He's about a second behind Landon now as well. Looks like 33s are really, looks like really 33s are time to get below, but, not really sure.
Yeah, it seems to be low 30s. There's like a 32, 30. Maybe we'll see a 31. Who knows? Maybe someone could actually bang in a lap like that.
What's his name? Where is the play games at? He's not set a lap properly. He's doing he did a 142 as his previous lap, but it was invalid. That would put him behind 3 TCRs, actually. Speaking of TCR, what is it? We said Tasher's a TCR, isn't he?
I believe so. I believe he is a TCR. We can check again. Yeah, it does look like it's a Protovision.
Yeah, Tasher currently on provisional for TCR, but he has 2 people behind him that are within 3/10 of him.
That is very close. That is a very close battle for TCR.
And also Wilson Vision. Actually, multiple people within half a second of him. It looks like he's slowed down, so I think he's kind of just accepting whatever happens next. But Wilson Vision also is really not that far off of him.
Yeah, less than 10 seconds left in qualifying. We'll see how this plays out, but surely I think he's going to have this wrapped up, unless someone's on an improvement.
I really doubt that
Yeah.
anyone would be on an improvement. We'll see here. One coming across the line, so to speak. Royal has set his Hunix as an invalid second sector. That's not improving. Charles has set his concrete time, so no response from Hunix, unfortunately. Buiki also can't do a response. He said on 1 minute 40. So, Landon invalid sector 1. Otoshi's done a 32, so I don't think he's gonna make any improvements either.
Yeah, I'm looking at Royal right now for his final lap. I'm pretty sure that's still valid and good to go. He's not.
Very steady. Wait a minute. Lucher set a personal best. Was it DNA is the username, by the way. He's in the chicane. He set a personal best second sector. Just improved his second sector. Oh, see, it looks like he
just needs a few tenths here
looks
to
like
some positions.
Maybe if he gets a few tenths, it could be pole. If we just see when he gets across the line here.
He does.
And yes, it does. He actually gets ahead of a GT3 as well. What an end to qualifying. Really good job by, well, unfortunately not the real Robert Kubica, but we can dream in spirit.
Yeah, an amazing job there by the GT4 driver. It's just put ahead of a GT3 driver. Insane.
Personal bias, but still my favorite class of the series. Great result by these gentlemen.
It looks like the only driver that wasn't able to set a lap time was Zero Denial. And then, I mean, Brad with an amazing 3-minute 48 lap time.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry about the silence. There are also new pit boxes as well. I think... Are they changing the... Are they changing something? I didn't say if they said they were changing something, but,
Yeah, it just said standard.
There are... Yeah, they're taking a look at the pit boxes now, all the drivers are. There's no customization in the pit boxes, but, yeah.
Wow, that is going to be really hard to see once they come in. That is
Yeah.
That's a tiny board for them to see.
Yeah, it's going to be quite an attempt.
Royals pit. He's decided to pit backwards. Amazing strategy there.
Well, seems like we're all saying, yeah, they're all getting their. They're. Well, if I could actually get my words together, I guess we will have a little bit of an intermission during in between qualifying and the race, of course. If I had to take a guess on how long until the race, it'd probably be what, 10-15, you think, Nathan?
10. Yeah, think about that. It just needs to get everything set up and, just normal admin stuff. So we can go back to intermission. We'll be back for the race.
Refueling their cars as well. Yep, we'll go under intermission here. We'll meet you on the grid once we're nearly completely set up. We'll see you in about 10-15 minutes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Land of the Rising Sun. My name is Kitty. I'm the primary commentator for the Roblox Sports Car Association and RSCA TV. Standing right here, right next to Nathan. 3 times 2.4 hours of C-Ring winner. Also raced back in T-Chassis, as a little side note. If you're a single above the age of 21 adult woman, Glacy is probably single. I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
Where does this
just in
come
case
from?
you're
I mean, you're
Anyway.
right, but like, come on.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we need to move on to our little grid showcase. So we're nearly done here. We'll just go. We'll just go ahead and free cam this. I don't think we need to do a whole walk down. But starting up front, with our GT3s, we have what, if I can remember the exact order, it is Royal Hunnix Charles Leclerc, who just retired on lap 6 of the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. They are representing Pro Division, NBG Motorsports, and then oh boy, this doesn't look good on me.
What does that say on the side?
I'm trying to remember the team name.
It says Fats Motorsports on the side. I don't think that's right.
I don't think that's right, but we'll take the word that is Fats Motorsports, but it is the
it is
Ferrari.
indeed Fats Motorsports. That is the team name.
Great team name, but behind it we have if I could try to remember this all off the top of my head. That is the 92. Then of course going down 3176. So that would be G91 Racing. Sorry, G92 Racing. I thought it was G91 at one point. After that, if I can remember the Merc, it was. No, I can't remember the Merc.
It's
I'm
Suarez
really out of date,
Autoworks
but there is
Performance.
Goose. Yeah, Suarez Autoworks, with Goose behind the wheel, and then Mr. Kebab here, which is actually kind of ironic for the very patriotic livery.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, for Uncle Sam Racing. After that, the 011 of Zero Denial, a little bit in unfamiliar territory. We're gonna move on. I think we might as well just cover the top 3 or in some important picks to look at. This right here, we have the T27 AAR Eclipse Motorsport with Robert Kubitz behind the wheel. After that, the number 029 Lowell Ferries behind the wheel of this Merc. And then the number 3, it was Knack Racing. Now it is Tachyon Racing for the GR Super GT4, being driven by Doritos, if I remember correctly. Yes, that is him. Then we'll go down here to our TCR grid. Oh, okay.
Well,
To our TCR grid. There's some unfamiliar names here. Some new people. Play Games over here in his Alfa Romeo 106. Then also that is, I can't remember the exact name of the car, but it's Pug Player's car right there, which is run by Force Links. Driven by, I think, Simcoe is the name would be. Then Tasher over here in Pro Division's number 013. So 3 different manufacturers in the. Actually, you know what? I'll just extend this. 5 different manufacturers in the top 5 of the TCR class and qualifying. So I think it's fair to say that the grid is pretty well balanced in TCR. And then in GT4, it's obviously a little bit leaning, but to be fair, there are only 2 different cars in the GT4 grid, which is the lowest it's ever been. Everyone's getting cars now, so I think we'll go ahead and count ourselves out of this one. Do a quick bunny hop.
I don't have that ability. I am not ambidextrous enough. You just see me running across real quick.
I guess it's something I probably picked up. You know, Americans love hopping catch fences and getting onto racetracks that are live. Not exactly our. Yeah,
that is true.
Wouldn't be our first time doing it. We love hopping beers. What can I say? Well, looks like we're about to do our formation live. Everyone is getting ready. We will be holding gear 3 during said formation lap. No split start, which is fair enough. There's not really enough cars to. Alex DA is actually watching us in attendance, so hopefully we have people well behaved.
Definitely well behaved.
Yeah, definitely. Really close to qualifying, by the way. So it looks like we will really have an intense race, especially between Royal and Huntington in the GT3 class. Both of them are basically on top of each other in terms of timing as we talk. Royal controls the start. is the F1 grid markers to the start finish line. Just going over some things. Then looking down in GT4, it's really it's the same scenario in GT4, really. 2/10 separating, not even 2/10, like 0.15 separating Lutzer and Ferry for the pole position of GT4 in Oslo. 3/10 off of Ferry is Doritos and the other Supra on the grid. Clearly, the Merc and the Supra are the two cars to pick. I mean, I think that and the BMW really were the top three cars in GT4 for at least 2 seasons now. But we'll have to see. It is cold in here. I'm shaking. Unironically, it is really cold.
We're gonna start warming up. We're about to get underway.
We need to warm up. But ECR, same thing. Play Games has a 1/10 advantage off of Smikos, and then Tasher is 2/10, exactly 2/10 off of Smikos, and another 10th off of him would be Blitz Maxine, and another 2/10 off of him would be Litme. So looking at that, and then also another 10th behind Litme would be Wilson Vision. So really, really tight TCR grid here today. About 1.1 seconds. 0.7 separating those. Did I name 6 people? Yes, I did. 6 people separated by 0.7 seconds. So TCR is definitely going to be the class to watch today. Under a formation lap here will be a single group instead of the usual 2 car. Well, who is that? Is that okay? That is Nick. I got confused for a second. We'll watch Royal here take us to the green flag and the restart zone. Safety car, if I had to guess, it's being driven by
Henry. It's by Henry.
Henry. I was going to say Henry. He's usually our safety car driver. It's not exactly Burn Melee in there because he doesn't drive all the time, but he's quite usually the first pick for safety car driver. Leading it around, and of course I've done it a few times historically on live stream, which was quite the fun to do. Especially, was it Sebring, I believe I got to do it. Whole lot of fun for that. And then also, it was Indy in Season 11 for the Excess and Mon series. That I got to do it as well.
That's a privilege I've never gotten to have.
It's a really fun privilege. You get to lead some of the best drivers on the entire platform, honestly.
What, you think I haven't done that before?
I mean, you have, but you weren't dictating their pace, were you?
Maybe.
I was quite literally controlling the race.
That is true. You were the big man on the track.
Yeah. Mr. Welcome Down Kitty. Anyway, safety car will be pulling away now. Royal Hunnix and then Charles Leclerc retired lap 6 to race here today. A little bit spread out, and we will see when Royal decides to take it away from the grid. It looks like it would be... We're being a little sluggish with it.
Once the grid marks come up, he'll be able to go.
And he's waiting. Slowed down.
He's waiting.
He's backed everyone up.
It's
That's
go
smart.
now.
In the air. Start of 45 minutes of high adrenaline racing action. Royal's got a really good start there on Hunnix behind him. We'll see how this goes into turn 1. Absolutely beautiful turn 1 here. Saitama, a little bit of V lag, but we'll see how this goes. Looks like Hunnix has actually done a really good job keeping with him. Looks like the 92 and the 087, there's a Ferrari and Porsche battling back there as well. Charles Leclerc and then Gio. No, not Gio, sorry, Golgia, isn't it? Battling back there, all the classes starting at once. Luther Michael's gotten quite a bit of a gap on Ferry, 1 second already. And Play Games is also another story. And the TCR class already got a gap on him and the 013 behind him, which is Tasher. Tasher's looking up to him, though. 3-way fight. Actually, Tasher's just got an overtake on Play Games there for leading TCR.
Already,
like I said, class to watch. Play Games just got overtaken twice in 2 corners. Bit of a struggle.
Yeah, already very racy and already.
Yeah, Letney got ahead of him in the it's a Pink Floyd car right there actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be pretty hard for them to get settled into the race after a few corners. It's gonna take some time, and it's clearly gonna take a
Absolutely
lot more time.
impressive start by two of our TCR drivers. Litme from 5th. I think Tasher from, what was it, 3rd or 4th, wasn't it? Absolute restart. They're having a melee back there for the lead. Will definitely be the class to watch. Also on strategy as well, Royal leading us 1.2 seconds. Pro Division, NBG, Fats are your top 3. After AAR Eclipse, Blue Force, Tachyon for a GT4 class. And then after that, Pro Division, AAR Eclipse again in Blue Force. So, what a first lap there for our TCR drivers. Second race of the entire class's history, actually, for RSCA. And they're still going at it. They're all really close, and really 4th and 5th aren't that far behind either.
Yeah, these guys are very racy. I mean, these cars also look pretty unstable at times once they're trying to get the power down. So I mean, this is
to drive them, you really have to drive the 60s. Look at how close they are, bumper to bumper to bumper. What a show! They slide around like little, if anyone's ever seen it, race carts, like an LO206 or a K100 IMX30. They're sliding around kind of like those. It's really fun to watch.
Meanwhile, this is the GT4 there leading all of them.
A little bit wide for play games. Yeah. They're also not that far off the 386, so they're really not that far off a GT4 pace, really, if you think about it. Royal running away from Hunux, who's had the better time. Looking in GT3, we really want to make sure we're watching the top class, of course. If I can figure out who we're looking at, I'm at a loss of what's happened.
Royal's already gotten a 2-second gap at the front, but there's also another 4-second gap to P3.
Zero Denial has gotten past Charles Leclerc in the 87 Fats Motorsport Ferrari, who's trickling down the order a little bit. Now down to 5th. Zero is starting all the way at the back of the GT3 grid. So good improvement by Royal. I mean, not Royal, sorry, Zero Denial to get up there again. Considering they're qualifying. Down in TCR, it's just constant action. We are not going to be able to get away from that at all, are we?
Yeah, no, these guys seem very, very racy, and this is going to be very interesting to watch for the next 41 minutes.
40, yeah, it's be 41 minutes, under 41 because of the clock error, but doesn't change the thing. Speaking of, three-way fight for the lead in GT4, it looks like, what would it be? 2 Supras and a Merc, so it'd be Ferry, Doritos, and then also Lutzer again, the 227. Looking, I think all 3 of these drivers, of course, looking for a win here. I don't remember if Ferry's even gotten a podium in RSCA in his time of racing here. Lutzer's looking to get back into his stride. He's looking honestly, I think he's looking for a championship fight again. Really looking to get back into his proper form. Doritos also looking to second out or win. Has a history here, especially in ISCC as a BMW driver. So same engine sound essentially between the Supra and the BMW. It's the same engine sound. Speaking of, Doritos has now got in the overtake. He is in front of the GT4 class. As we speak, so 2 Supras up front, clearly the car of the class at the moment. Ferry making a really good statement with his driving at the moment as well. So looks like we'll have to pay attention to him for hopefully the whole championship, if that's what it's going to look like.
Yeah, these three look more racy than the TCR class right now.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Lutzer's going right for a lunge out of chicane as well. Doritos a little bit slow in the exit, right in between each other. This is absolutely class racing between these 3. Ferry just watching it unfold in front of him, probably taking his time back there.
Yeah, definitely going to have to capitalize on a mistake if these 2 up ahead decide to make one in their little squabble here for the lead.
We'll see. They have to watch what they're doing. Paying attention too much to having a good fight here is actually can be detrimental. It can be detrimental to these drivers and their strategy, because remember they do have that pit stop. They need to focus on that. They also have to focus on corner cuts. You know, if you're getting a little bit too into it, you might start going out the track. The CC penalty is at 35, and you know, watch what they're doing. Doritos and also Lutzer are both around both reached about 2 digits, and looking at Ferry's at only 5. So if these two supers ahead don't watch what they're doing, they could end up with drive-through penalties later in the race, and that would be an absolute detriment to either of them two winning. So they really need to watch. 5-car battle for TCR lead as well, according to yes, it wasn't wrong, not exactly wrong either. There is a really tight grouping of 5 TCRs.
They are single file.
Tasher's going to lead. Yeah, single file between all of them. All of them kind of trailing Tasher up here. He actually got to the lead now. And then again, Let Me Play Games up here fighting. Got to speak to Lippy a little bit before the race. Both him and Lutzer are really confident about their race pace and their ability to win here today. And maybe even win more races after this if they can. So, quite a bit of confidence. And they look like they're having a bit of fun out there, especially with all the action they're getting.
Yeah, I can't lie. Those TCRs just look really fun to drive with the amount of oversteer they
get.
I kind of want to get out there and try it.
They are fun. They are really fun if you get to just do a few hot laps on them. I got to do it at C-Ring when we were first testing them, and it was really, really good fun to just throw them around. Rear ends all swirly. Which it is actually how TCR drives. You think for a front-wheel drive vehicle, it would be all,
understeery.
I mean, I know it's obviously not sim racing, but in iRacing, if you're off the throttle, they are really, really oversteered. The rear end is super unstable on off the throttle, as I think I would know. Aaron, shut up. I know you're gonna say if you're watching. Don't ask Aaron about what happened to Thruxton. But anyways, that is kind of how they drive, really on the edge. Lippy's falling a bit behind now. He's behind the 039 actually. So he's kind of struggle. He had to struggle that lap. Guess he made a few mistakes, and that's proved to be. I mean, it's not really working against him. He still has a lot longer in the race to go and get to things. Also, just as I mentioned, the 011 and 010 are both listed as Proto Vision without a space. The 013 has a space in between Proto and Vision. Just to point something out. That's a fun little thing.
That's a weird one.
A little bit of a mistake there from Brad, who organizes International Sports Car Challenge and Inca Cup races. Bit wide for the 013 there. Playing defense and playing against Play Games, who really formidable driver, GT4 champion last season.
Well, Play Games has gone for the move there. He's already, I think he's taken a position.
Yeah, he looks like he actually, yes, he has. No, they're alongside.
Oh, here we go.
Just about. Tasher going out there like if he's actually pulling a proper overtake. I commend it. No, he's going to keep the position for now. We'll see how that unfolds. They're approaching the back of the 386 NVG Motorsports GT4 car as well. And GT4 is a little bit. Ferry's up there. Ferry's up front now in GT4. He's ahead of both the Supras.
Oh, here we go. This battle's looking very tasty now.
Fight. Well, yeah. Look at that.
Less than 3/10 covered them on the line.
Dropping a little bit back. I think Lucher's probably gonna look at is probably just looking at CC count, and he's like, okay, well, I need to focus on myself a little bit, especially because Ferry's really doing a good job at keeping it in. And, sometimes you just really need to take a look at yourself in any racing series. You need to take a look at yourself middle of the race, middle of a battle even, and say, okay, well, where am I going to be after this ends? Because, battling is fun and all, but you have something called tires, you have something called fuel.
That was what the CCR's
already it's the 500. Off. It's the 500 AM speed. That was Brad, so.
Yeesh.
He pulled off. He just pulled off. I assume.
Well, there's one car down.
That one biting the dust here. If I had to guess, actually, I wonder. From what I see, I actually think that might be the first retirement. I don't think anyone retired last round, according to the wiki.
I feel like it'd be pretty
But
difficult to retire from this race.
it would be, but it is Roblox racing at the end of the day, so
yeah, stuff can just happen.
yeah, it can happen. Um, yeah, indeed, and there were a few Inca Cup and retirements as well in the first round, which was at Sebring actually. The International Sports Car Challenge and the Inca Cup both started at Sebring. Speaking of, Lutzer's back up here now. He is gunning for the lead. We have a yellow flag for the number 500 car. Again, it's on the side of the track. S2. Cars stopped on track. So, yeah.
Yeah, Dorotals here
It's
has
really
fallen off a little bit from the top two here in GT4. I'm guessing he's just
He's
trying
still
to
there.
keep it. Yeah, he's just trying to save the fuel or tires. He'll get back up soon, surely.
We'll see. It's more of a mental game, really. At this rate, between these three, it's more of a mental game, just trying to get each other to perform mistakes or just make any little slip up they can.
Yeah, you really have to keep the pressure once you're in the battle. You have to keep the pressure. That's just what you have to do, and you have to hope that the other driver will just lose out mentally and make a mistake somewhere.
Yeah, they're all gonna need to watch what they're doing, or they will end up. Well, at some rate, they might all end up serving penalties.
Speaking of which,
those
what's the cuts at?
35. For 16 for Lutzer.
Oh,
And then the rails was at 14, I believe.
they're not.
Ferry has yet to reach double digits, so they really need to watch what they're doing.
The two Toyotas not on great pace with the CCs.
If we're looking in general, Tasher's actually also has 16 corner cuts, so let's see. We have two of these battles to monitor. This is really just a three-way for, three-way fun.
Actually, there's a battle for P3 and GT3 as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, in GT3?
Yeah. I believe so.
Between the Pro Division and G91, I'll take a quick look so you don't have to. Royal, of course, is up front. He's leading by 6 seconds now. Really putting a gap on Hunnix.
Wow.
But if we look for, where is it? I'm attempting to remember who it should be looking for. It is Zero Denial, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't even have him with Spectate.
If it's
Zero
zero,
and
if it's Zero,
I don't think I
Denial,
have
where's-
either of the two on Spectate.
I have Zero. I don't know what's happened to the G92.
Yeah, I don't see where the. I see it now. It is. Oh, we just passed it. It's in sector 2. It's off in the gravel trap.
Oh, I saw a
believe
car
it's a
off.
retirement.
I saw a car off in the background. I wasn't sure if that was correct or not. Might have been. Is that a disconnect?
I believe.
Because
I just saw your wheels here. Huh?
I'm trying to look around for that car. I just don't see it.
It is in sector 2. Let me try and figure out who is. There, the TCRs have just passed it. It is now inside the gravel trap in the second to last corner after a chicane.
Ah.
That is something. If we watch, okay, Zero is back. We watched Zero Denial actually.
I mean, with that, he's already up into P3 now because of that.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I've just seen
Yeah.
a car. Jesus.
That's not the first or last time that's ever gonna happen, is it?
It's definitely not the first, and most likely will not be the last time we see a car halfway in the ground.
Yeah, that's not the first time. I remember it happened in Le Mans with Lance Simmons. It was after Dunlop Car, but I don't even know how he got it there. I believe Thunder's probably done it once or twice. Thunder's managed to get cars in quite interesting places. I remember we were farming that on the Instagram. Speaking of the Instagram, at RSCA_racing, if you're interested in some Instagram content, juicy and made from us. Just a little bit extra. we're a third of the way through the race now, over a third of the way. Um, we'll we have an interesting race on our hands, just a third of the way through the race. AAR Eclipse Motorsport out front of GT4, Predivision Racing out front of GT3, and then Scuderia Camino out front of the TCR class. Also, the 386 is falling. It's also falling through. And the G92s also had some issues. So, looks like we have a few issues in our respective categories, which is kind of typical to expect. No retirements yet. No official retirements. The AmSpeed 500 is back out on track. I saw it driving a bit earlier.
Yeah. Just noting, TCR is having a good battle here. I think that's the 106 and the 225 leading off.
Also
here.
to mention, Zero is absolutely putting the Pacers on and is hunting down the 385 of MVG Motorsports. So, Hunting has a bit of work cut out for them. About a second between the two now on the front straight. Yes. What is that? That is 1.1 of a second.
1.1 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, between the two. So.
Oh, the TCR is looking real racy now. That's Tasher just taking the lead from these two.
Listen, no, it's play games up front now.
I see. No, same
same
livery. Ah, man, my eyes are not good.
I think these three are currently. I mean, we can't really decide who's gonna win, but they're all looking really strong at the moment. It looks like although drivers are struggling with the corner count at the moment, which is pretty typical. Here, everyone's just putting on. I mean, it was a sprint race end of the day, even with the pit. Looking at what Brad's doing. Brad's trying to get the car to work.
Is he in the garage fixing the car?
Oh, he's gonna. Yeah, I see what he's doing. He's gonna shove the car. He's gonna break the car on purpose. That's a DNF. Yeah, they can't move the car. I still have yet to understand how that happens.
I can only imagine it'll be a combination of lag and just hitting the wall at a certain speed.
Yeah.
That's the only way I could imagine that happening.
Because in GT4, Lutzer's put a bit of a gap between him and his two rivals of the race behind him. So we'll see how that develops. He's put about, I think, a 1 second gap between him and then the Super Merc behind him of Doritos and Ferry. So we'll see how that ends up going for him. He's gonna have to watch his corner cuts because, as I've said, actually Ferry's increased his corner cuts a bit. All three of them really have to watch their corner cuts. I think at the pace they're all going, especially Doritos and Lutzer, by the end of the race they'll have drive-through penalties if they really aren't watching.
I mean, that kind of just happens once you're in the heat of the moment. You'll just push too far and you'll go wide at many areas. They really have to keep it in check though. Now, that was the 386.
Yeah, especially when you have that gap. I mean, there's only so much you can see. It looks like the 386.
Yeah.
That would be Nugget driving that car. Unfortunately, looks like he's pulled over to the side. I'm unaware if he's had an issue or if he's just pulled it over. I believe he has had some type of issue. They just jumped him out the car.
Seems like it, yeah.
Brad is experiencing turning issues of some sort with both mouse and keyboards, so unsure as to what that could be.
Oh, the 386 got underway now. He's
okay.
Back. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh, it's a battle there for P2 and the GT3. Let me get... Whoa.
Oh.
Zero's really caught up.
Expected. Yeah, pit stops will be... I believe we will be expecting TCRs coming in really soon. They really just run empty. Speaking of battle for the lead in TCR, actually, between Litme and Play Games now, it looks like the 34 Euroverse has dropped back a bit. So it's now Eclipse versus Scuderia Camino. I think a newer team on the grid. Litme's managed to get an overtake on Play Games. Play Games a bit wider than Chicane. Has to back out to make sure he doesn't tap the wall there.
Yeah, not really
Litme's just absolutely got in a gap.
Yeah, that chicane was very dodgy there from Play Games, and he's lost a bit of time.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
About, I think, four
oh,
tenths of a second
he's
there.
got the gravel chip there as well.
Yeah, he's really hustling. I think Litme's might have put a bit of a fear in play games or something.
Yeah, yeah,
What he's done.
Play Games is pushing it, but it doesn't. It's just too much at times.
It is, again, like we've said plenty of times, you have to watch what you're doing or you will end up with a drive-through that you could have otherwise avoided. I can find play games. I actually can't find his corner cut count at the moment.
Let me see if I can see it.
He's at 19, Litme's at 21, so they're both really similar corner cut counts. 011 stopped in S2 according to somebody. It's about 386 into the pits. I think he's got it down. Well, it is such a art to actually manage to get into the pits because in GT4 you're basically maxing out, and you have to go all the way down to second gear for the pit entry because it's it's out of chicane and you have a really fast right-hander and quite a run next to the pit entry. This circuit in general, actually, really nice circuit, by the way. Saitama Motorsports Park, I believe is the full name.
Yeah.
Also appears in Project Apex, again, like I said, made by ISCC S12. He's made plenty of other tracks for the Roblox Sports Association, as, someone who owns the league probably would.
Yeah. Genuinely,
nice.
It's one of my favorite tracks here on the RSCA calendar.
Oh,
I've had the pleasure of here racing 3 times.
Oh, okay. ZNA's jumped out of his car.
No way. Oh my days.
On the front straight.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That is going to change up GT4. He's going to drop all the way down, isn't he?
That is the...
that's a painful run.
That's the biggest fear for any road racer is that you jump out of your car.
Yeah, it's because of hand positioning. You have to...
It's
you have to really, yeah.
It's especially down the longest straight on this track.
Yeah.
That's a huge time
He did at
loss.
Le Mans He did it at Le Mans as well, while in the lead. Yeah, it's going to shove him all the way down. Bosi can really get his P5.
I have to sympathize with... I have done that before as well. It's tough.
Yeah. It really just drains your motivation. It's... Because they don't have a jump protection.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Which, say what you want, oh yeah, you shouldn't be jumping out of the car anyways, but with the way you position your hand, usually, think of it, whenever you're playing any other game, you're usually on the space.
He's just trying to cut the track.
He's hit the wall, yeah.
No, okay. Yeah, he's lost the plot.
I think he's just lost, yeah. I don't even blame it. Especially after that. It looks like... Actually, let me just pit. Let me has just pit. We kind of missed out on that because of that moment.
Oh. Well, he's down in P4 for TCR class, and he'll try to make that time back up after this undercut.
Take a look. Actually, all the TCRs are pitting. Really, 66, 52, 07.
Royal's in.
Yeah, Royal's in as well. 76 Mustang is also in as... So go over a few. So now it's a it's really a 2-horse race now between Doritos and also Ferry for GT4 honors.
Yeah, Ferry's trailing Doritos just a little bit. So surely just keep the pressure on. Maybe Doritos may also make a mistake.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. But we'll just have to see what happens with that. They're passing the TQ7 now as we speak. Unfortunate moment. Also, what is it? Royal at a pit. It looks like he's a bit slow. Never mind. It looks like he's a bit slow out of the pit exit, unless it's just me. Doesn't really help that 4-9 as a strategy penalty. Doesn't really help that. Also the car is really quiet, so it could have just been that. So who is? The 049 was in P4 and GT4 before that.
Yeah, just a lot
well,
of
but
pit stop chaos. The grid is very
yeah,
much jumbled up.
yeah, that's how it goes. It's also it's the TCR lead battle really just ended.
Oh, Lil Fairy is also in the pits for GT4.
Yeah, it's expected.
Yeah.
Um, everyone's in the pits. Also, the number 3 is in the pits, so there's a chance for stuff to go wrong here. Actually, I'll run down here and look at the 3 and OT9, see what happens. Oh, next car's out. Yeah, he's out early. He's gonna have a big jump on Ferry here. See how that holds. That. Yep, both of them out of pits now.
Yeah, that's a good gap.
Speaking of gaps, Royals dropped back because of that pit stop. 049's in for his stop as well. And actually, it all means that Honix is currently leading the race, but they have yet to make a stop as well. Technically not mandatory, but it would be nigh on impossible to get to the end without stopping in any of the categories, so.
Could just be trying to figure out how much fuel to take for the second stint.
Yeah.
Let's just hope he doesn't run out of fuel, you know?
We're, nearly two-thirds into the race. Quite a few retirements. Well, we've had like 4 retirements, haven't we, then?
Yeah, the 227, 386, the 500, and the 92 seem to be our 4 retirements. The 92 still in the ground at the chicane. Actually,
yeah.
The 386 is still in, actually. Never mind that.
Is he?
Yeah,
No, he isn't. He's just 2 laps down. I had that issue in the front straight. I swear I saw him moving, but had no clue at what point. I think. Where's the 010 at? That's 0, isn't it? No, it's not 0.
0's 11.
Royal. Where's Royal?
Royal's in the last corner.
So there are 2 cars that currently aren't a lap down. And of those 2, it's Honix and Royal in the GT3 class. So the only 2 that aren't a lap down. But Honix has yet to take a pit stop, so I wonder how that would be. 34 seconds between you 2. We'll see. The Honix would absolutely lose that taking a pit stop.
Is the pit stop really that long in this? Wow.
I mean, it would have to be, because you have to sit there for the refuel, and you think about, like, a drafted penalty would be about, what, 22 seconds, roughly? If I had to take a shot at it, 22, 23?
Wait, quick side note. Are they allowed to jump out the car?
For pits, yeah, they have to. You jump out and then jump back in. I mean, you don't have to.
Is this... did they change the fueling system from before?
No, you've always had to jump out.
I'm surprised it takes that long.
You don't have to, but it would. But if you don't jump out, it refuels a lot slower.
Yeah, I'm surprised it takes that long in this car then, because in XLMS it's a pretty quick pit stop when you jump out. Usually.
Yeah. I don't know how long it actually does take in this car, but I would imagine it would put Honix back. We'll have to see when Honix is A now, so actually we could see in the 011 as well. So 0 also has to make a pit stop, and they're doing that as we speak this late in the race.
Yeah, he does jump out. Interesting. All right. I'm just kind of surprised it takes that long for the pit stop to finish up.
Yeah. We'll see. I think Honix is like. Never mind. It was a short. It is a short pit.
Oh, it would just be the run through the pit lane then. That is just the long part.
I can see the 010 actually. That's gonna be a well clear by how much? 011 is even in the box properly.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Is that work? Does that work? No way. Okay, I guess it does.
I mean, we'll see with race control, but it isn't. But Provision have done. They did that at the 2 hours of Sebring actually, and I think it was one of their hypercars did it, and I don't remember it being called at all. I don't really think they care, or at least they're like really lenient on it.
Yeah, I mean they do give the 3 box rule, but at the same time, it is just a penalty box. I don't
really care. Yeah. Yeah, but that means Royal is gonna have basically the same gap he already had on Honix before. So, see how that goes. That's Landon. I was gonna say the 039 has been given a drive-through penalty for
Ooh.
CC limit. That is what? Isn't that one of our TCR contenders? Get the Blue Force GP car.
Yeah, maybe. Let me see.
013 of Tasher is actually really out front of his TCR rivals, by the looks of it.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I'm kind of interested how he's that far ahead.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's well ahead of play game.
I-
Surely he pitted, right? He's definitely. Oh, that's a huge slide.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, I don't know if he pitted, bud. I don't think he pitted.
There's no. Where in
Maybe
the...
he just gotta. I think he just did like a make a fuel save, hoping he get to the end, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Where's play games? He's in the. Is that the double right? That is the double right. Interesting. There's no way that's. There's no way he didn't pit.
He couldn't have pit. No, he's pitting now. He's pitting now.
Wow, that's a long time to go.
Oh, he sped.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he sped. I saw that. That was a speed if I've ever seen it. Oh man.
We'll see if they call it.
I don't. Did we catch that on stream?
I sadly was not able to. I was looking at play games.
But it's not. I think it was first when he first hit. It showed number 121.
Oof.
So, and for reference, we're going 74 at the moment.
See, where's play games here? Down the main straight, still behind him. I don't think he's gonna take the lead for TCR.
There it is. Plus 40. What is that? Plus 49, wasn't it?
Yeah. Wow.
Beating penalty if I've ever seen it. That's really screwed him up too.
Well, we'll see if they call it, but
Without that, no, they just called it.
They
In the
did?
top left, they just called it. Yeah. Without that, he would have been in front actually, I think, or at
Yeah.
least he would have been right. Yeah, he would have been
Yeah,
in front of
Tasha's
play games.
well
He
ahead.
didn't even need the speed. He could have done a safe pit entry. He's just really screwed himself over with that. It's unfortunate. Litney's gonna. That means Litney would get promoted up to second, as well if he maintains what he's doing. Of course, that is if he maintains what he's doing. He's lower on the corner cut count. Actually, he's at 23, and Mr. Play Games is at 26. So, just to reference, Doritos versus Fairy on the corner cut count is 28 to 24. Speaking of that, they're still like really near each other on the they're still really near each other on track as well. So, not exactly a fight that's over. In GT4 for the next 11 minutes of on-track action.
Yeah, Tasha here. Surely this is gonna drop him down to like at least P3.
Yeah.
So he's gonna
That's-
call it in now.
Yeah, but that's just whole shake-up today. It's really been a messy day for some people. Incredible. TCR is definitely putting on a bit of a performance. Best to go. I mean, just to kind of go over everything. It really has been a good performance for TCR. GT4 as well. Still going at it actually in GT4, and TCR might not be over. We'll see how that goes. Play Games has quite a bit of a gap to the GT5 that must have not had exactly the greatest stop. If I'll calculate here, it is about 4.5 seconds between Play Games and Litme. I believe that Litme just had a slow stop. 013 has another drive through for speeding on pit
no
entry, plus
way.
22. That's gonna send him even further down the order.
I thought I saw 97 on the speed. I was like, no way, he's done that again. Not a great day at the office for Tasher.
Yeah. Not a great day at the office for a few teams, unfortunately. But, yeah, Alex explaining what probably shouldn't exactly need to be explained. What if you're... It's been a dramatic race, to say the least. Down in 5th in TCR, you have a battle between the 074 Slings and the 039 Blue Force GP, which has served a penalty. Let's go over that. The 401 Storm Team car. Actually, it's a bit of a interesting car, I guess, to put it that way. Fairy and Dorito still doing. They're really close to each other. Not really a battle, but getting pings aplenty on Discord at the moment. I guess everyone wants to talk to me. Good problem to have, maybe, but
I don't
yeah,
think that's a
Tasher
good
looks like
problem
he's
to have.
done it properly. I mean, it just means there's a lot of people that want my opinion on things or want to hear my voice, I guess. But I don't know.
Sometimes just peace and quiet is nice.
Peace and quiet would be a bit nice, but I mean, can't exactly have that all the time, can we?
That is true.
Especially when we're at the racetrack.
That is true. Every time Sebring comes around, I get like 2 DMs, 3 DMs, just having me to come back. I'm just CC limit for Tasher. Oh dear lord.
Yeah, that that's a. I think that might be a DSQ actually for the amount of. I think it's either that or 4 drafting penalties is a DSQ. 385 Hunnix is lapping past our GT4 leaders. The moment, so they're only now a lap down. It just kind of shows the pace similarities between these two.
Any battles going on in GT3? At least a decent one?
Not really has. I don't think there really has been. Uncle Sam Racing looks like they might get a debut podium though.
How in the world are they P3? What? How?
Just probably, I think just all the GT3 drivers really having issues.
Actually, yeah, Otoshi
like
and
Zero's had connection issues, and then what is it? Gulch, I think, is a GT3 driver for the G92 racing team. They've also had a retirement.
Actually,
their car is
side by side for
same
P3
trap.
for GT3. Goose and
Oh,
Otoshi.
yeah, there we go. There's something.
Down into turn 1
Goose
here.
one of-
Otoshi just ahead.
One of our men as well.
Yeah.
If I can get to it, there it is. Goose in the 31. Excuse me. I have a terrible throat issue, but yeah, him and Otoshi gonna have a little bit of a fight here between the two little two V8s.
Yeah, Goose just got
He
ahead
might be
around
red.
turn 1 and 2. And Toshi looking to try and fight it back.
Well, we'll see what he can do. I mean, he's gonna have to do a bit of work on Landon. It looks like Landon's really just kind of got the pace on him, the pace advantage, playing the race, and I don't see Landon anywhere on the corner cut board. So, yeah, he's on 26. Toshi, for reference, is well, I don't really see him either.
Does depend which one is he. He's definitely not below him.
Yeah. Trying to think of something to say. 5 minutes left in the race. Definitely an eventful second round.
Oh, Toshi's
What's
1
up?
CC away from the penalty. That's why he's not.
That is why I couldn't see him. There he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with Brad.
At
as
that
well.
rate, you're gonna kind of back off. Well, I mean, Brad's also all the way in 20th. He's behind. He's
Yeah.
all the way down there. So.
Charles Leclerc, and then I believe Zero Denial as well. Sorry, yeah, they're also. Oh, Zero Denial also just got a cut, so he's 1 away from the penalty. Leclerc and Maikos also 2 away from the penalty, and then we have Philip 3 away from the penalty. We're getting close though.
Quite a few are gonna be conserving here. What is it with our TCR drivers? Again, looking back at Serp and them. Lemmy's still he's not far off of Serp. If Serp were to get 4 more corner cuts, which I honestly don't see happening, he's really good at containing, and he has quite a bit of a gap as well. I could definitely see I could see potentially if play games got a drafted penalty, that's Litme's win.
Yeah.
But I don't see it happening today. Been a good fight between these two, but I don't think Litme's really has too much else left in the tank. We will see. We'll see how that goes. I mean, it's gonna be really hard to make up that many seconds in that short of a time.
Yeah, I mean,
within any car, especially TCRs.
we can still see Libby on the screen, so it's still on technically.
Oh, battle for the lead. GT4. Doritos has the big V8 Merc right behind him. That's going to get spicy into the second of chicanes here, right before the start-finish straight. Looks like Ferry might have just gotten past, potentially? I say, no, he hasn't.
No.
Rios has got a really good advantage out of that chicane. Wait, about half a second now. Rios is absolutely just... He's pushing for it. He has 32 corner cuts, though. Ferry has 30, so he's going to have to really watch out the next, 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, honestly, getting that exit out of the last chicane is very, very important for that. I mean, it's probably the most difficult thing you could do on this entire track, and he's done it pretty well there on this lap.
Pretty important thing. Actually, I wonder how the TCRs are doing on fuel.
There's no way they run out of fuel, right?
I mean, in testing, it seemed like to do a one-stop on a TCR, it'd be cutting it super close unless you were, like, even fuel saving, it would be just barely above.
Oh, I think Ferry's just got past Doritos after the chicane? At least they're battling now. Yeah, Ferry's now trying to get side by side with Doritos after the chicane. Yeah, he perfected the last chicane, but he did not perfect the first chicane.
Yeah.
And then now they're side by side going into the last sector. Doritos still just ahead, but Ferry keeping the pressure on, trying to go for a move here through this long left-hander. Still can't make it work for now with 2.5 minutes left to go on the clock.
Yeah, this is just what an event. Really. The thing with TCRs is I think fuel-wise they're using about 6 or 8 liters a lap, really. And they have smaller tanks than the GT4s even have.
Yeah. I've just seen someone in the pits.
Yeah, 225's going in. Looks like it's going to be... It looks like he would have never made it to the end. That's going to promote the 34 up, isn't it?
Seems like it. Let's see. Let's go to...
Yeah, let me mess up his fuel strat. That's going to rob him of a P2.
That's not what you need to do here, is it? You have to get the fuel strategy right. If it's that close, it's a mistake you really cannot be making.
You have to pit a lap later than you wanted to pit, really.
Yeah.
You have to run the tank dry the first stint, you have to do it again.
Yeah, for a top driver in his class, that's just... It's unfortunate, but it's just not a mistake you can make.
Yeah. Royal white flag this time by.
Wow.
As well. Yeah. A little bit wide there for Royal, actually. Kept it at 32 cc's, so I think he's a bit comfortable to make it to the end. Doritos, actually, is going to be cutting it close as well. And we are white flag this time by.
Royal has just had a dominant day today. I mean, he's just been at the lead the entire time, basically.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get my thoughts together. What is even happened? This race has transpired in the pure chaos over the whole. I mean, it's a bit Ferry's in front on the final lap. We're gonna have to watch this. Ferry's just in front of Doritos on the final lap. This is absolutely what the 45-minute format is about. In this, gonna be Supra versus Merc here as well. So either of these two guys are gonna get it. Doritos is so close to his penalty though. Both of them are really close to the penalties. We'll see what happens here through his first chicane. Doritos is cutting it super close. He's just about got it in front. And I think Royal up ahead is very much close to the line. He's in the final chicane, so we'll have to call that one. It's going to be Royal who is going to... it's going to be Royal who's going to be taking GT3 honors here, but not our main attraction at the moment. It's Ferry versus Doritos that's going to be our main attraction here. Doritos looking for a win. Ferry's definitely looking for a win. He's looking for his first one in RSCA as well. Doritos on 35 cc's.
Oh, no
That's a
way.
penalty. That's a penalty.
Oh, no.
That's it. Unless Ferry gets a penalty. But I don't think Ferry's going to get it.
Yeah, Ferry just...
This is what we talked about earlier. Ferry's just played the cards right. He's going to get the win here because of that.
Just keep it clean through the chicane. He's good to go.
Yeah, Ferry's
It's
kept it
done.
clean. That's it. Ferry gets the win here for GT4. What an ending.
And yeah, Doritos has just
And
let
Stuck
Fairy buy for the win
into
as well.
Play Games has taken the win in TCR. What an ending as well. What has just transpired in GT4? What has transpired in GT? Well, not really GT3, but what has transpired in all of these classes?
Yep.
Pure
Dominant victory by
chaos.
Royal. Last lap penalty for Doritos gets him the loss, and then a bunch of
Yeah.
chaos really for the TCR class. Let me last lap pitting and then Tasher, which is an absolute meltdown of penalties.
What? What an event. And that is exactly why this is one of the best series on Roblox and one of the best leagues in Roblox to race in. What a race. That really is going to wrap it up. I mean, we'll have to sit here for podium ceremonies, of course, too, but... Pro Division... What is it? That means Pro Division... Blue... What? Yeah, Blue Force as well. Pro Division, Blue Force, and Scuderia Camino are all taking class victories here.
Thank God I wasn't Pro Division twice with a TCR and GT3. That would have been pretty boring.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. In my head, I still don't see Pro Division as a top contender because remember, I'm still thinking about them when they first joined. It was just the program wasn't that great.
Oh, yeah.
They had me, but that was basically about it.
Eventually we should... I've been trying to do this for a bit with, like, what is it? I did a bit with Custody. I
Yeah.
tried asking Stubbo and Alex. I've been trying to dig through the vault and find some, like, old images and stuff we could maybe show on stream for the XLMS races.
That would actually be brilliant if we could get that.
Well, I think we'll go into a short intermission here. I really need to get I need to get everything back together, actually. And then we'll head over to the podium for podium ceremonies in a second here.
All right. Well, we'll
So,
see you soon for that.
See you all in a second. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Roblox Sports Association. My name is Kitty. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we will be having any podium ceremonies, as it seems. But in that case, we'll just do a quick little outro. Thank all the people that spectate the stream today for this absolutely eventful race at Saitama for the International Sports Car Challenge, which was round 2. Taking a look at next round would be at LF Wade International Airport, and that will be on the 23rd of November, a little bit closer to Thanksgiving. So I guess you could be thankful about something else in that instance. Other than that, that's all we can talk about. Thank you all for your time, and we will see you all in 6 days for the Excess Launch Series at the same track.
Goodbye, everyone.
There we go.